And I'm never going to see it on there, right? I wanted to be able to see on there what they're
What
seeing.
you always have before.
Have I?
Yes.
I'm not seeing it now. And I don't have to, do I have to click go live here?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not seeing it. I saw it when I was Facebook Live, but I've never seen it when I was on Mevo. And I need to be able to see it live.
This is Facebook Live through the Mevo.
Okay, but do you understand what I'm, do you see me over there?
This is what we've always done before. You just went to the page.
But I have not been able to see my, if I put watch video, that's not going to be live video, right? Okay, these are uploading. Okay, so this is not what I need. What happens if I click live?
Okay, it will say it can't find the camera.
Waiting for live video. That's where I'm supposed to use the stream key. If I use the camera, it won't show the video, the Mevo, right? Is this plugged in? Yep, that's plugged in, so that's what I'm seeing there. So, is this still working? Can I use both cameras at the same time? Okay, so we need to unplug that, I guess, right?
But as soon as you see it went live, on that screen, it goes to this camera because it doesn't know anything about the
know
Mevo.
that. I know that.
And if you unplug it, you're not live.
I should still be live on the Mevo.
No, not through this screen.
I'm not going to be on this screen with the Mevo. That's why I need that.
I don't know what to tell you. We have used the Mevo before, and
But
you monitored it.
No, not up there. I haven't. Not the 3 times I've used the Mevo. I have not been able to see it on the screen. I've had to use it here.
Okay.
So that's okay. So this is the problem. So now I got to get out, switch to previous version. I don't know what I need. So if I say go live, it's not going to let me. Mevo doesn't work with Logitech. No, you're right, it doesn't. I'm just trying to get the picture to show up on my big TV with the Mevo, and it's not working. So I'm going to end this, and I just have to use, whoa, where are you going?
I'm trying to go over here.
Yeah, we need to do something about the cords that are, our cords are in a bad spot. Okay, delete the video and return to the page. Okay. Okay. Can you, whoops. Can you see me? Hello? By the way. Is that an odd angle? I don't have all my ribbons cut. All I have is the ribbons for the bottom row cut. I am on my Facebook page. Let's see, hang on a second. Do I need to press this red button again? Okay. I've got too much shit in the way. Pardon me. And too much crap in the way. Okay, I don't want to stop. So you can see me. I've got too much stuff in the room. So I'm going to do your ruffle method though. Ruffle up one way and upside down every other ruffle. I've never done that. I hope it's going to work for me tonight because that's what I'm doing. Is your TV hooked to a computer? Yes. But then I have this little tablet thing that I'm using with the Mevo. And that's how I can zoom in, but I'm not liking the angle at all. I think this little block thing doesn't help. I need to get rid of stuff. Oh, how about having some light? I've got to clean up a room, that's for sure. And there's my ribbons for the bottom row. Can you see me okay? Okay, then go there, Facebook, to find this page and went live on the internet connected. Stream resumed. Oh, I guess I didn't have an internet. Okay. Let's see. Okay, see where it says live? Right there. No, it's not. It's not showing. I can't put it on my TV. This is why I can't ever see comments or anything when I'm using the Mevo. Okay. But I'm on my page. Do you see you're live on the TV? No, I don't. Video 26 weeks ago. Over here it says live. There's a little red button that says live, but when I click on it, it doesn't show anything. Oh, here it is right here. Yay! I got it! Yay!
I knew we had done it before.
Hi, everybody. There's a live on the left. Thank you, Teresa. I found it. Hey, hey, hey. So, I'm a little bit early. That's good. Then look, there we go. Can you see me now?
And you see it zoomed in on your hands.
Yeah. Let me show my face. Yay. Oh, I forgot we had a delay. Okay. Cool beans, as my daughter-in-law would say.
Do you want the angle of the camera changed?
There we go. Okay. Put this, I'm going to get all this stuff figured out one way or another. There. Okay. Okay. What do y'all think about the camera angle? It looks very strange to me where it's positioned, but if you can see okay. I need to go to school, tech school. This is not. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Am I good to go? Okay, how is the sound? Okay, am I supposed to turn the sound down on my computer? Thank you. Hey everybody! Welcome, welcome. Good, okay, awesome, awesome. tonight, I'm so excited. Now, I will warn you, we've got bad storms coming in. My dogs are already going nuts. So, if something happens and you lose me, you won't get me back probably because, like I said, the storms are supposed to hit anywhere. They're saying 10 or 15 minutes. This is what we're doing tonight. See this little sign? Okay, this is funny because I can hear myself on the TV, so I think I need to turn that sound down. Okay. This is from my shop. My sweetie made it, and he asked me what I wanted. I said I wanted strawberries, and I said I want life berry sweet, and he said you want to say life is very sweet. And I got to think about it, I thought right now everybody's having such a hard time, but we do have a choice to make it, so I said make life very sweet. So that's what he did. So that's what we're going to do tonight, and I am going to put this sign in my Etsy shop because it's really cute, I think. So, and then we're going to be using, I love tinsel mesh. So here's the tinsel mesh. I've got red and green, and they're cut to 30 inches each. And so I'm going to be doing ruffles, all ruffles, on this Dollar Tree work frame that I've already put my pipe cleaners on. And I glue them. I just like the extra security. And so I still have a little bit of stringy glue here. Then I've got some pretty ribbons. I have the strawberry ribbon. And then I have this. This reminds me of Italy because it's the colors of, even though it's the colors of Christmas, it's the colors of Italy. But I like it because I thought it pulled out all the colors in the strawberries. So that's one set. And then I'm going to be using some little flowers. So I put this one. And then this with the polka dots. Sort of like the seeds on the strawberry. Not yellow, but anyway, I think it'll work. So I've got my ribbons cut at 12 inches, and this is for the bottom rung. I have not yet cut them for the top one because often on the top I've been cutting them at 13, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that yet, so I'm waiting until we get the ruffles on. So I think we're ready to go. I am so excited to have you guys here. Thank you, Carla, for moderating for me. It's wonderful to have you and such a good friend, and I love you for it. And like I said, let's bear with me. Hope the storm doesn't stop this, and I'm going to scroll down and we can get to work. I apologize for the air conditioning. I have a new air conditioning unit here in my studio, and it's a little bit noisy, but it's the best I could get. And so I have a huge tall ceiling, like almost 2 stories high, and so it's not cooling up there, but if I go under the table, it's ice cold, so I have very cold toes. So I have to figure out how to deflect that air up because the unit's in the wall down low. We had no choice, that's where the previous one was. So I'm going to start with my mesh, and I'm just going to ruffle it up. Like I said, this is tinsel mesh. This, I believe I got this mesh from Craft Outlet. And I just screwed that ruffle up. I'm going to anchor that down. This is a little bit stiffer, so it's a little bit harder to gather sometimes, but I love the way it looks in a wreath. That extra stripe of tinsel just gives it a little extra something, and I'm using it more and more and more, and I'm really enjoying it. So there's our first ruffle. So we're just going to lay that in, and like I said, these are cut at 30 inches, so they're going to be nice, healthy ruffles. Just shake that around. Nice big full ruffle. And I'll go to the green. Now I'm going to ruffle this one, and then I'm going to put this one in upside down. And now, Carla, if this doesn't work, it's all your fault because you're the one that told me about this. And I haven't done it yet, so we will see. So y'all know the saga of my tooth. You know, I had the 2 root canals I had to drive to to Nashville for, and that was right after the holidays, and had this infection in my jaw that traveled up to my ear, and it's just been a nightmare. Okay, so now we're gonna turn this one up and see what happens. Well, how do you do that, hon? I should have asked you the logistics of how to make this happen. So after I got the 2 root canals and went to the dentist, and he filled in, because it had already been a crown tooth, and so he filled that in and everything was going fine. And then last week I bit down on a pretzel and the crown just shattered in my mouth. And I can't find the end of my mouth. There we go. I don't know. We're going to see. So I call the dentist, and of course they're closed on a Monday, so I go in, and they put a temporary crown in last Thursday, and Friday night it came out. And they had told me that the permanent wouldn't be in until next week. So I called and I said, well, I got this temporary crown sitting here on my table. And I wasn't even biting down. I was eating ice cream, I think, when it came out. And they said, well, your permanent one's going to be in a couple of days, so just come on in and we'll just put the permanent one in. And I go, hallelujah. So that's where I was this afternoon. It's getting another crown on that same tooth. I'm so tired of that tooth. I said, please be done with this tooth for the rest of my life. I've had 2 root canals and 2 crowns, and I don't know how many fillings in that stupid tooth. I said, whatever we do, I want to die with that tooth the way it is. You got kicked off? Well, you're back though, right? Well, it's not storming yet. So, hopefully you don't get kicked off again. I did, I pinned the post about this particular live to the top of my page, and I listed all my supplies there for you. This is a lot of mesh. I just love the sparkle in this tinsel. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. Excuse me. So, tomorrow I go back for a dental cleaning, which I haven't been able to have in like a year and a half. Because my dentist closed down and didn't even tell me. Someone drove by that building today and they had taken the entire front off of it, so I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not going to see me again. It's so funny because normally you see the red and green together and it just makes you, it screams Christmas, and I'm doing this and I'm not even thinking Christmas. It's just pretty. And I guess in the next few days I'm going to have to get into my fall and winter stash and bring it all in again. It seems like I just got through putting it all out in the garage. And I don't know about everybody else. I see other people working on Halloween stuff and fall stuff. I'm just not ready. I'm so not ready. But you do what you gotta do. I cannot see comments. Oh, maybe I can if I scroll down. I miss talking to you guys, and so if you have any questions or anything, love to answer them for you. If I can see. I don't think I can scroll. Turn off sound on the computer. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Turn off creepy captions while watching. Isn't that the truth? Okay, there. Got my sound turned off. Is that better? Okay. Yeah, I am getting a lot of creepy little pop-ups like, what's China doing to our economy? Uh-oh, my ribbons are going everywhere. So, I have these strawberry picks, and they were not my first choice. They're not what I really wanted. But when I got them, all the stores were closed, and I couldn't go to where, and to places to look for what I really wanted. And so I had to take what I could get. And they're okay, but they have other kinds of berries with them too, which I thought was a little bit weird. And they're on purple stems. So, but I think they'll end up working okay. So I went out and looked at my strawberry patch. And my blossoms on my strawberry plants, half of them are white and half of them are pink. Pink ones are really pretty. And I have all these beautiful strawberries out there, and every one of them has one big old bite taken out of it. So I think I've got bunnies just having a heyday. Same way with my tomatoes. I had this beautiful big tomato on the vine, and yesterday was supposed to be the day to pick it. So I went out to get it. Big old chunk of big old bite taken right out of it. So that tomato came right off the vine and went right into the dog's mouth. So I'm growing all this food, and I'm growing radishes and carrots and snow peas and tomatoes and peppers. They're not, no peppers yet, of course. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how much produce I actually end up getting out of it. Because I have a feeling the rabbits and the squirrels are just going to have a heyday with it. So what are y'all doing? Is anybody used to this new normal yet? Wearing masks everywhere you go? I hate them. My lips are so chapped because I can't wear lipstick with a mask because it gets all over the mask. And it's hard to wash out. Oh, it looks like tutus. The bunnies have got my whole garden already. Yeah, they do. Oh, thank you for the, yes, my Facebook store, actually it's my Amazon store that's going great guns. And I can't say, my Etsy store is doing really well too. So, I just wish my website was doing a little better. I'm going to be working next week on how to send out mass emails for one, because I'm planning to have a sale. And so if you would like to get an email notification from me, would you either send your email to me here in a private message, or you can email it to me at callingslovingdesigns@gmail.com. And I promise you I won't spam. I will not spam you with a ton of emails, but if I'm going to do, I'd like to be able to notify people by email if I'm going to go live, or if I'm going to have, like I'm having my sale. I've got to get ready for that. And I was looking at getting a big old tent so I could do craft fairs, but I can't get enthused about doing outdoor craft fairs. And so far, all the indoor craft fairs have been canceled. And I understand. But even if I did an indoor, I'd still need my tent. So, where do I want to start? I'm going to start right there. Oh, it's so much better when that air conditioner goes off. Thank you so much for putting all those links up. I'm going to turn this light on here. There. Hope that's not too much. So last week I did the bumblebee rail for I kept calling her 9, she's 10. 10-year-old Zoe, because we had done the ladybug rail for 12-year-old River. So now they each have a rail hanging on their bedroom doors, and they're very, very pleased with those. That was fun to do for them. And River got her bass guitar. Thank you. Isn't that pretty? I love this tinsel mesh because that sparkle is so cool. And I used the black and gold tinsel mesh with a lot of things. I put it in my fireman wreath and my policeman wreath, and oh, they were just the perfect thing. You would never expect to put the black and gold with the royal blue, but it just set it off. It really made it was really stunning, I thought. So, anyway, so 10-year-old Zoe started piano lessons yesterday, and then 12-year-old River is starting bass guitar lessons. And River already plays the trombone, which is as big as she is. But Zoe has one more year in elementary. She goes into 5th grade. And then after that in middle school, she wants to play percussion. And their requirement for percussionists is that you have to have had a year of piano lessons. So she started the piano lessons. And when I moved here, I brought my piano, but I had it delivered to their house because we have a grand piano here. And I didn't need 2 pianos. But I gotta tell you, I miss mine. It's easier to play. Mine was a console. And the grand piano is nice, but it's also a player piano. And it's a piano that has quite a history. Liberace actually played that piano. And at Donald's grandparents' house. And he restored the piano many years ago. And but grand pianos have a harder touch, and I have a soft touch when I play. So I'm having to learn to play with a little bit harder touch. And when you've been a pianist, you know, half your life, then having to change the way you do things is a little bit awkward. But Zoe loved it. She had one lesson and is already in love with it, so that's great. And River decided she wanted to play the bass guitar. So my son put feelers out on the internet asking what kind of bass to get her. And a friend of theirs just showed up with a guitar for her. He said, here, you can borrow this and she can take lessons and keep it as long as she wants. And I thought that was pretty amazing. My ribbons they're flying everywhere, and I had them all stacked up and ready to go. Oh well. Isn't this pretty together? Look at this. I'm loving this. I'm usually a little faster with these ruffles, but this is a little bit stiff. And the nice thing about the stiff mesh, it's a little harder to ruffle, but boy does it stand up pretty. And it has a lot of body. So, you know, you take the good with the bad, right? So I did get one strawberry. The other day I picked, I think, 6 of them. And I think 4 of them had nibbles out of them. And so I gave Donald one and I ate one. And boy, they're so sweet. But you know, you can't go very far with just 2. Can't exactly make strawberry sundaes with 2 strawberries. And it's a pretty good sized patch. So it's above ground patch. But can't keep the doggone rabbits out. And we put, we've got a small wire. In fact, we've got 2 wire fences around it. I don't know if they're digging under or they found a hole to get in, that's for sure. Laundry things. So I about got myself worked around here. I think this is the first time I've done an all ruffle wreath. I usually do the poofs and the ruffles. So this is the first all ruffles. There we go. Yeah. I need more room. None of you ever say that, do you? You had to order for a funeral and you used the fireman hero. Oh, you didn't take a picture? Oh, shame on you. I would love to have seen it. That is such a neat sign. I bet they liked it, didn't they? I'm so glad you were able to use it. Hi, Chanty. Is that Shanty? I don't want to say your name wrong. I thought, at first when I looked at it real quick, I thought it was Chianti, and I know that's not. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think I've made 3 fireman wreaths now. And I've got my policeman wreath, but I thought it would sell, but it hasn't sold yet. So, but surely it will soon. Now I'm knocking things on the floor. I got notification that Michael's was having a big sale the other day, so I now I got ribbon on the floor over there. I'm like Lori, I always have to knock something down. So I ordered some more grapevine wreaths. I have some out in my garage, but they're great big, and I wanted some smaller ones. And so I went and picked them up, and they're really, really nice. But boy, do they have a lot of leaves in them. So I'm going to have to really work at getting the leaves out. But I noticed that grapevines seem to be really, really popular right now. So, and I enjoy doing them. So I figured I'd just pick up some and start working on those. I do have a big grapevine magnolia wreath that I started months ago. And I saw today all the magnolia trees here are in full bloom. So it's definitely time to get that magnolia wreath done. So I will be doing that soon. And I should do that on a live, shouldn't I? I should. Okay. There we go. Look how pretty that is. Now see, Carla, that's your upside down, that one ruffle up and one down. One up and one down. And it really is pretty. Okay, now my ribbons are all a jumbled mess. So I'm just going to start with these on the bottom row. These are cut at 12 inches. So I always have to decide, do I want to put the green? I think I'm going to put the red on the green and the green on the red. Alternate the ribbons. Since there's red and green in both of them, I don't think it really matters much. I'm keeping an eye out for the weather. Now I love the ribbon with the flowers, but the polka dots not so much. It's that silky stuff, and it want to do what I want it to do so much. Same way with this. I love this ribbon, but it's got that silkiness. I guess it's polyester. But the ribbon with the strawberries is a nice canvas ribbon like the floral one. Isn't it funny we get picky about our ribbons, don't we? I do. And when I'm ordering ribbon, if it says satin, I go right on by, no matter how much I love the pattern or the color. I just don't want to mess with it. For one thing, it ravels on the ends when you cut it. And for another thing, it's just super limp. And I don't want limp ribbons. And everything's sticking to everything. I need to sit down. So our pool is still a mess. We've had so much rain and we have so many trees, and every time we have a downpour of rain it knocks leaves and limbs into our pool. And of course we've had this silly Bradford pear twice knocked down, and I'm dreading it because we've got more to come down. There's a couple more big limbs that we need to take down, and I'm afraid they're going to blow down before we get them taken down. But we can't keep the junk out of the pool, not to mention the fact that it hasn't even been warm enough to warm it up. It's a huge pool, and our money pit came with the house, and we keep talking about filling it in. But I love it. I love going in. I love swimming, and the granddaughters love it. It costs as much to fill one in as it does to maintain one. So we had to have a new liner put in. I guess it was summer before last. Well, it was actually new last year because they got it in at the end of the year and we never got to swim in it. Because by the time they did it, it was too cold. I like this strawberry ribbon. They need to do a raspberry one. I love raspberries. So, how many of you are working on fall already? You're working on Halloween, or, I was going to do a teacher wreath, but at this point I'm wondering, are we ever going to go back to school? Is school ever going to happen again? Oh, I didn't do a very good job on that dovetail. I need to fix that. That one's a little cattywampus. So y'all, I have sunshine pouring through, so we took my big old wreath boxes and just propped them up over the windows to keep the sun out. You love the red with the sunflowers? Thank you. I love that too. I've been anxious to use that. I've got it in almost all the colors. With the sunflowers, daisies, whatever they are. I've got it in black and denim and light blue and hot pink and purple, and yet I don't ever get to use it. There we go. And I really do. I really love this, the one that I call Italy. I planted my Christmas cactus in a new pot the other day because it was overgrowing. the pot it was in, and I had found a pot at Old Time Pottery that was red and green and white striped, and they claimed it was Christmas, but it didn't have a Christmas design, just the colors, and to me it just looks like the Italian flag. And it looks really pretty in there. And darn if it isn't looking like it's looking blue again. I wish I had a red with yellow polka dots, but I've never seen a ribbon like that. That would look more like a strawberry, wouldn't it? Like the seeds on a strawberry. So are you doing your Halloween yet, Carla? I know you got some Halloween goodies because I saw you open them. That's right, I did cut one too many. Okay, so that's it for the ribbons around the bottom. There, you see? Okay, so now before I cut any more, I want to decide where I'm going to put this. It's an 8-inch sign, and I'm not sure that I want to put it. Let me try to bring this up a little bit. Okay. If it were 12 inches, it would go smack dab in the middle, but I'm not sure that I want to do that with it being an 8-inch sign, and I'm not super fond of the 12-inch because I'm cutting some frays here. To me, the 12-inch always end up being in the middle, and then you don't have as much room for other stuff. And it's just a personal preference. I do have some. But I'm wondering, do I want to go at the bottom? I'm not sure where I want to go. Okay, let's cut some more ribbons. So for the top row, I'm going to go 13 inches. Find my 13-inch ruler. Size matters. These are my ribbon rulers that we make in our shop. Now I gotta go pull the ribbon off the floor. Oh, my cell phone's on the floor too. Oh dear. I need a backdrop to catch everything. I should mount one big basket along the back of the table so that everything that you knock can fall into it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to cut these at 13 inches. One, two, three, four. Thank you. Yes, the size matters. My ribbon rulers, they are made from fiberglass, so they don't bend. I mean, they're flexible, so you can, wrap around well, but they're not going to crack on you, and they don't chip, and they're super thin. They're about an 16th of an inch thin, so they really allow for a great measurement for your ribbons. And then I let you pick the color you want to have them painted. So if you have a business color or logo or whatever, and then if you want your logo on them, then you can have your logo applied to them, like this is my yellow one. See, I have my logo. Let's see, where's the camera? I need to put it here. There we go. See, I have the logo here, and so I can do that. We'll put your name or your initials or your business logo or whatever on your rulers, and paint them to the color you want. And I have sets of 6 that are 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 inches, or sets of 3 that are 10, 12, and 14 inches. Or if you would want 12, 13, and 14, you could, you know, ask me. We'll make them whatever size you want. Oh, you know, I need to have that. I need to get that in the narrow. I have it in other colors in the narrow. I love it in the black. I have it in the black in the narrow. And, I've got glue stringing everywhere, all over my studio. So, anyway, I was telling you I've got boxes blocking the sunlight out of my windows, and you know, because it's a sunroom. And so, I finally broke down and ordered some blackout curtains, but there's 3 big windows on each side with an arch at the top, and I did not order curtains. You have the black too, isn't it stunning? I love that black. So anyway, I ordered some. I think they're beige. Got all my racks in front of the windows, so I may be in a huge mess trying to hang curtains, but I've got to do something to block the sun and block the heat out. This is painted ribbon. The daisies. So, see, this just goes so quick with these rulers. And we didn't intend to produce them at all. I just needed some. And I asked Donald, I said, can you make some for me? Because he makes everything. And he brought them to me, and he said, I had fiberglass left over from when I built my go-karts. And so I made them out of that, and I love them. So that's how we ended up making them. It's just like he made my easel for me, and I love my easel, so actually I have 2 now. And he made my mesh roller for me. So he's kind of handy to have around. Clipped audio will sound bad for my viewers, and I don't know what to do about that. Okay, 2 more. Make this go as quick as I can. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to get all this done. I was at the dentist longer than I thought, or I would have had all this cut before. They put that crown on my tooth, and it was so tight. And I said, ow, don't do that, don't do that. Reminded me of having... Hi, Jennifer. Glad to have you here. Hello, everybody. And I haven't seen names pop up. Tracy, you're working on summer. That's where I'm at. I'm just, I mean, you know, summer's just starting, so I'm still in summer mode. But I do have several summer wreaths from last year. And so that's why I think I'm going to have a sale. And it's hard to justify making new ones when I still have a few left from last year. Oh, this silly, silky stuff is so hard to... It's hard to dovetail. It wants to walk right out of my hands. And then the wires want to stick out. They want to protrude. And lately, I've had more problems with wires pulling out of the end of my ribbons, and I have to try to push it back up. And what's with that? That catches on everything. Okay, we'll do this last one here this way. Okay, just one more. Got the strawberry ribbons and this doggone strawberry. It was a brand new roll of ribbon, and I opened it up and I unwound it to measure. The very first one was spliced. I was a little irritated. You know, usually the splice is when you're getting further down, but the very first round of ribbon was spliced. So here it is. Can you see it? They put it together with tape. It's just tape. Right there. So I got this, and I'll use it on something at some point, but I didn't want to use it on this. Such is the way of ribbons. Oh, my baby people in New York should have gotten their baby wreath today. Oh, I'll have to check and see if they messaged me. I had this lady call me last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? Yeah, last Saturday. And she, maybe it was Friday, she has a grandson that was born in New York in April. And he was in the NICU. His mother's 40, and they thought they were never going to be able to have children. They tried all those years. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And that was just like my sister. She tried for like 21 years to get pregnant. And, oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That was truly a labor of love, because when she told me about this little guy, his name is Jonah, and hi, Linda. Welcome, welcome. He was in the NICU for a full month. And can you imagine being in the NICU, in the hospital, in New York, during COVID? Can you imagine how harrowing that had to be for those new parents who are 40 years old and, you know, thought they'd never get to have a baby, and then they find, well, one of my boxes just fell down and the sky is getting very dark. So anyway, I was very, very pleased to be able to make a wreath for baby Jonah and send it off to New York. And she had seen it on my Amazon store, my handmade store, but of course the one on the handmade store was sold. But I didn't take it off because, you know, I had the stuff to make another one. And it's something that I seem to be making a lot of baby wreaths. Okay, I need to go opposite this one, so we're going to go right here. It's getting harder and harder to make these baby wreaths because the mesh is getting more and more turquoise. And of course the ribbons are not. They're, you know, baby blue. And so it's a little bit of a struggle. But believe it or not, I found the blocks at the Dollar Tree, the little baby blocks. And I didn't find them in the baby department. I found them in the party goods. They're considered party favors. So that was kind of nice. And then I had ordered these baby rattles. Do y'all use Favor Mart? I use this Favor Mart, or Favor, what is it I listed as where I got my strawberries. And sometimes they have some really good deals. And then I found another store that's an interesting supply for certain things, and it's called Tablecloths. But it has some things like some planter boxes, you know, for centerpieces and little, they're called planter boxes, but they're just little boxes to make floral arrangements in. And then they have other kind of embellishments and some ribbons and different things. So you just got to start looking and see where you can find. You find the strangest things in the strangest places. And then after Lori did that aqua truck that came from Dollar General, I went to 12 different Dollar Generals looking for the thing. And went online first, and they said limited supply. Yeah, well, when I got there, there was no supply. So I live across the street from a Dollar General, so I went over there today and I said, okay, I want to know what I have to do to be able to catch this stuff when it comes in. And she said, well, honestly, we're probably not going to get much more in the way of decor items until July, when our fall starts coming in. We'll be getting orange and red trucks and things like that. And I said, when does your truck come? And she said, Friday mornings. And I said, I will be here. So it makes it nice that I live across the street. Well, I live behind it. Its back is to me. And so when you're out in the country, you know, you just kind of go where you can. This does not look the least bit like Christmas, does it? Hi, Tracy. Hi. Did Kathy make it on here? I know they loved it. They loved it. I love it. I hope they loved it. And then I had somebody else who was wanting me to make her a small breast cancer wreath. So I ordered some small frames, and so I need to make that for her. Where am I? Where am I? I'm getting lost. I sound like Sue. Oh, it is getting very dark out. Oh, we will see how much longer we're here. They're saying 50-mile-an-hour winds, and that tree, that Bradford pear that's gonna fall, it's gonna fall on my studio, on my windows probably, or it might fall toward the cabana. Neither one of those is a good option. I do not like either one of those choices. No, we live in a very old house that has a lot of things that need to be done to it. And needs a lot of maintenance and a lot of repairs. There's the red one I skipped. Didn't mean to skip it, but I sure did, and I put those in the wrong ones. Let's see. That one. Okay, this goes in the red. So I put something in the wrong one. Okay, that up there. There we go. Figured it out. I got way off. I missed one, and I do this every time. I miss a ruffle, or I miss a pipe cleaner. Okay, this one goes in the red. The green ribbons go in the red, and the red ribbons go in the green. Don't always do it that way. Okay, that's what I did. I put that red ribbon in the wrong one. I'm going to get this fixed. Don't you just hate it when you do this? I can't be the only one that does this. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that makes a wreath and doesn't like it and has to take it apart and start again. Or decide that I don't like my ribbon choices, and so I go back and change them. I bet I'm not the only one that does that either. And of all the things I agonize over, that's probably the one I agonize over the most, is my ribbon choices, because I'm such a perfectionist. Okay. That's in the green. That's in the red. Okay. This is in the wrong one. And this one goes there. I have a feeling I'm going to have to say goodbye very shortly, guys. This weather is looking rather ominous. And there I am, down to the last ruffle. almost used my wood burner to cut all this mesh today. I've been doing a little bit of that wood burning lately, using the soldering iron to cut my mesh, and it really does give a nice touch. And if you're doing not too big of projects, it doesn't take much time. Cut off some rays right there. Okay, there's the ribbons. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down here and check out my. Isn't that pretty? That turned out really pretty, didn't it? It's almost pretty like it is, huh? You're considering taking apart the one you made and you don't like the way it came out. The wreath looks beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are our own worst critics, and I'll look at things, and I do live with them for a while. Woo! Look at that. Oh, the colors show up really pretty on the TV. There we go. Okay, so now we have to decide where we're going to put this sign. So let me get the... Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, here comes the wind. I'm going to lose it. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it turned out really pretty without anything else on it. Look at this. Do you see? This is purple. They put this on purple stems. And I guess, I don't know what these little berries are supposed to be. I guess they're supposed to be grapes. I've never seen grapes and strawberries grow together. But I think it's going to work okay. And then, like I said, my strawberries have little pink flowers, so I'm going to use some little pink flowers. And then I also have some white ones I'm going to get. So we need to decide. I don't know if y'all can't see the sky. It is black. And it's getting really still. And now it's turning green. Oh, lovely. Okay. I'm going to pull out my, what do you call this? Fish something, right? Love the flowers and the strawberries. So do I. And that's what's so neat about the strawberry patch, because there's always flowers and berries. So, I thought I'm going to do a peach wreath. I've got a really cute peach sign, and I got these neat peaches in the mail the other day. And the peach sign says, "Practice what you peach." And he made this sign. It's really cute. And but I thought, well, I want to use peach blossoms, but either you have peach blossoms or you have peaches. You don't have both at the same time. You have to stop here and look at it a while. Well, I think I'm going to have to stop here and go make sure I don't lose a tree. I have to watch out for that. Boy, it's getting ugly out there. But there's nothing pink in my wreath or my ribbons. However, I'm still going to put some pink flowers in it. Because like I said, my strawberry blossoms are pink. So I'm going to add some pink, and I think it's going to work fine. And then I'm going to put some white ones too. And then I got to pull apart all these strawberries. Yeah, that one came right apart like that. So I'm going to mix the berries in with the flowers and nestle them right into that wreath, and I think it's going to be really, really pretty. And I'm showing you this because I'm about to have to go. So I'm hoping that you can see a little bit about what I'm, can you see? This because yeah, okay. Anyway, can you see? I've got the flowers and the berries all put together. I'm going to stick those in like this. And I'm going to put them in big clusters like this rather than little bitty ones. I'm going to use them because I have enough that I can space them out. So maybe the sign is going to look best in the middle. And we're going to have the berries. And maybe a bow at the bottom. Maybe a bow at the top and a bow at the bottom. We will see. I have to find my little white flowers that are like little pink ones. And these little pink ones have little berries on them too. So anyway, guys, I am sorry, but it is really, the wind is really starting to pick up out here. And I think I better go. Oh, thank you, Carla. I am so sorry I have to go. The weather always seems to be a problem for me, but I am so glad you joined me. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next Thursday if I don't see you before. I do plan to always come on before, but life keeps happening to me. But eventually things are going to settle down and we're going to be really consistent. I'm going to do 2 a week. In fact, very soon I'm hoping to do 30 days of live. So anyway, good night. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I will post a finished picture when it's done. And I appreciate you more than you know. Please like and share. Please go to my YouTube, subscribe, ring my bell. And I'll see you soon. Feel that beauty surround you. Good night.